Hello, beautiful souls of love and light. This is the Nari, Princess of the Sea. I'm coming to you from a beautiful sacred space that I quite beloved. And I wanted to share this space with you. I call it, and my beloved call it, the wishing well. Appropriately so, as you can see here in this video. I was getting inspired sitting here waiting for my meditational satsang to begin to see who's going to show up. And so in inspiration, I wanted to share some things with you as I kind of panorama view of this beautiful sacred space here in this beautiful park with the water running, and it's just a beautiful tranquil space. And this inspiration I want to talk to you about has to do with music. There's a gentleman who is going to take my poetry prose, what we call my poetry prose, the God is my lover that poured through me just yesterday, and he's going to transform it into a song. He felt called to. He emailed me and asked me if he could do so. And my response to him was that, of course, he most definitely could. And he was a bit taken back by what I also said, and it's what I want to share with you here in this video, which is that if you listen to or read Khalil Gibran's works in The Prophet, he speaks very clearly about our children, on marriage, and on love. And within those three sections, in various different ways, he proceeds to let people know that we don't own our children, and we don't own each other. So it's the same thing with music. It's the same thing with my writings. It's the same thing with anything that I create in my life. I don't own it. You know, it belongs to the universe. It comes through source. It comes through the master artist, through me. I'm just the clear channel. And so really, technically, I don't own it. My name is graced upon it, yes, because I'm the one who brought it through, but that doesn't mean that I own it. It belongs to everyone. And within that, we have people who seem to be ego attachment to their own songs. Because I received a message back from this person who said, you know, well, if I took Sarah McLachlan's song, or if I took one of your beloved songs and, you know, redid it, you know, or did something with it or whatever and claimed it as my own, you know, they would be quite upset. Well, this seems to be my beloved's premise as well, because he seems to feel that, you know, we didn't do anything in co-creation together with the music, as I said in my most recent video. The thing of it is that in the space that I come from, where I'm at on the journey, is that it's much like when you do a cover song of somebody's works, which my beloved has had somebody do recently. A couple of years back, a mutual friend of ours did just that. And when you do that cover song, that person who is taking your, what is considered to be your work, supposedly, is taking it and creating something new with it. Now, they may choose to put their name upon it, but they may or may not give credit to you. In this paradigm that we have, where we're so ego attached in the music business and in the world in general to things being ours, in which we don't really own anything, the truth is that that's a new creation. Now, that person, if they feel obliged to, can turn around and say, yes, you know, this is a co-creation. I took so-and-so's words, or I took so-and-so's music and created it into something new, and this was the original person who did it. So it's a co-creation in that sort of way. Now, they don't necessarily have to, and it's not to say that it's dishonest. Again, it goes back to Gibran's work. If you really read in depth and understand what he's saying, then you will understand what I'm saying to you. Also within that is the essence of honesty and integrity, because what ultimately happens is that you end up in honesty and integrity saying this. So for instance, if this person who contacted me and said he wants to do this in a song with my words that came through, or the words that poured through me, basically, you know, if he chooses not to, he can say that it's his. Because in ultimate reality, it is his creation. He may have taken the words that I had that came through me, but it is ultimately his creation. Whatever he does with it next is technically his creation, right? If you want to go by the his, you know, and we own things. But what the situation really is that within this, we can come to an understanding that says that really what this person then is in to be in an honesty and integrity is, if they don't put the person's name on it, then they get asked, or maybe there's a comment that gets said, you know, oh, this is beautiful, you know, I can't believe you did this, how did you create it, or whatever. Then that person in honesty and integrity would then need to come clean and say, you know, look, you know, this actually originally the words poured through so-and-so, and I took it and made it into this creation, and so technically it's a co-creation. So there's various levels with this. I believe that we're coming into a time, though, at some point where we all do come to understand really, truly, in depth, the wisdom of Khalil Gibran, in which none of us owns anything, and that it all belongs to us, for us, through us, and that what is to be is that we're just meant to share it and meant to give it without credit to anyone, just simply being in that space of being love. And some may say that I'm a dreamer, to quote John Lennon, but I'm not the only one. Because I know that there's a world out there in which we are this, in which we're in that space of infinite co-creation, and it matters not who it comes through, that we just accept it in beauty and love, and we embrace it and enjoy it for what it is. Because I've said this many times before, you know, I say that my boys, I have 3 beautiful boys, I say that my boys are my boys, but I don't say them in the sense of a possession. And we in the music business and in the industry in general, we tend to think of it as a possession, that the music is ours and we should be possessing it, when truthfully, it's not ours at all. It simply belongs to all of us. So in that space of love, I just want to tell you, whatever your wish is today, make a wish. This is the wishing well. And in the well goes a wish. Guess what it is? May all your wishes and dreams come true. Espava.